Hey guys, and welcome back to Reborn with Michael Watson. Today we're talking about making changes in your life. Why does it feel so difficult sometimes? A lot of teachers like to talk about how to make changes and to do this and that, and you're going to see massive differences in no time. And here it goes. Well, today we're going to deep dive into why change is actually difficult and why you should not expect it to happen so fast. And today I'm going to help you with that. So, guys, we're going to jump straight in with it. I've been someone who's been on a spiritual journey for years. For years. I've had massive successes with it, and I've also had some really deep, dark times too, where it hasn't felt so beautiful. And I was in the process, actually, in the last couple of years of making deep changes again. And it has felt very difficult at times. Felt like I'm hitting a wall. Well, I wanted to speak to the people out there who are having that difficult time now because I've come over the hill and I'm on a roll and life's starting to really flow beautifully again. So I want to speak to you about why it's difficult, how to overcome that, and also why you need to accept it because that's going to help it to be even easier for you, okay? So the first things first, you want to make significant change in your life. Let's talk about an example for some people. Say you have great anxiety or depression, or you have an illness that you're looking to cure, and you just cannot overcome it. But there's something deep within you that says, I know that within me I can change this and I can make this absolutely go the way I want to. I can heal, I can become happy, I can become prosperous. But you just never seem to be able to get over that hurdle. Let's talk about that. Basically, what is happening with you there is it took you time. It took you time to learn and create and make these things that you're experiencing now. Okay? So for a long time, you've been thinking a certain way, acting a certain way, being a certain person. Okay? So that means that over that time, you've been firing and wiring. You've been making choices and actions, and you've been thinking over and over again the same thoughts, creating the same habits, and they've become so habitual that you may not even realize that you're thinking them now. Okay, for example, someone will be living a life full of such pain and guilt, but they don't realize that it's guilt anymore because they've become so habituated to feeling that feeling. That's the feeling that they associate being them with. You see? So they wake up in the morning, they'll get up, they'll start their day the same way, and they will not stop until their body finds that equilibrium of guilt, fear, or whatever it is. Okay? So that's when they start to feel like, even though they may dislike that feeling, that's where the body wants to go to feel its equilibrium, to feel almost safe. Madly, paradoxically, it wants to go there to feel safe. It's the easiest place for your brain and body to go because that's what the subconscious mind and body want to do. It wants to go to the place of least resistance, least effort. Okay? So that's why we're there. The body keeps wanting to go back there. The subconscious mind keeps wanting to go back to that place. So you have to understand, to overcome that and to make changes to go over the other side, you're going to have to become highly conscious of your thought patterns. You're going to have to be highly conscious of your energy levels. You're going to have to be highly conscious of many different parts of you and how you act and how you are, because you're going to have to come to a point where you keep self-correcting, self-regulating, coming back to the state of being that you want to be. You see, change happens when we consistently live in the state of being that we want to be. Okay? And that's why change is hard, because if you are feeling depression but you want to be a happy person, it takes a lot of effort to lift your emotions out of that place of depression. And that doesn't mean that you're a bad person. That just means that is what depression is. Your body has got to a point where it has hit a low and it just knows how to stay in this low point, and you're trying to teach it how to live in a different state of being. It's not going to want to go there. It's going to want to stay where it knows. Okay, so it's very difficult to lift that. When I say difficult, I don't want to use that word. It takes a lot of energy. Okay, so what you need to do then is change can start, but you need to make such a powerful decision that you are going to change, that it means it releases more energy than the easiness of wanting to stay the same. You see, in my work, I've actually worked with people who want the change, but when I show them the process of that change, they find it hard to do that, and they just keep coming back and back. And eventually, I have to say to them, you have to ask yourself now. It's been this long. You need to ask yourself, do you really want to change, or are you happy staying just where you are? You see, because that's the easy route. And that's why so many people don't change. If it was easy to change and manifest your abundance from the place where you've been living in lack for so long, then everyone would be doing it. Now, I'm looking at you right now, the person who is saying, why is it so hard for me to change? And I'm saying, just keep going. I'm saying one more step. I'm saying, stop looking to see if you've changed and just start doing the process. Okay, now from that place, I'm going to tell you what the process is. Are you with me though? The person watching this right now who is desperate to change but has never felt like they could. Are you with me right now? Because I'm going to give you the master key to change. So the first step, you want to meditate for at least half an hour a day, where you get out of your own way. You use open focus meditation to the point where you can disconnect from the brain and the body, and you become just pure consciousness. The body is asleep, but your consciousness is awake. From this place, we start to lift the energy of our body, and we start to mentally rehearse the feelings of the wish fulfilled, or the happiness, the feelings of abundance, the feelings of health, the feelings of whatever you want it to be. Okay? And you lift that body into that emotional state, and you have a clear intention of what that emotion is. Now, we talk about this. Thoughts are the signal. Okay? Emotions are the carrier wave to take that signal out there to the universe. So if we can have a clear thought with an elevated emotion, we are absolutely fire charging our desire into the universe. Okay? Then, well, you call it the universe, quantum field, God, whatever you want. Just listen to this though. Now we come out of that meditation and we feel in a heightened state. Now, if you are someone who is suffering with depression or anxiety or other states of being that just make you feel so down and so low, you do not leave that meditation, no matter how long it takes, until you feel that lift in emotion. And it can be 1 or 2%. I don't care. It doesn't need to be big. Then from that point, you try to maintain that connection. That, you now listen, it doesn't mean you go throughout the rest of your day going, woo, yeah, everything's amazing. It's going, I try to maintain this feeling. I'm going to fall off the horse now and then, but I'm going to jump straight back on. So now you have to become the guard of your mind. Am I today falling off that horse and starting to go back into old habits? You have to remain conscious. That takes a lot of energy. That takes a lot of effort. That's why change is hard. But if you half an hour meditation and then the rest of your day going back to your old self, not going to change anything. So you just keep going. You must keep going. Or falling off the horse, recognize it, let it go, lift that emotion, sit there for 10 minutes, just lifting that emotion. And I will, in another video, show you a wonderful technique that I've been using to lift the energy into my heart and feel those feelings of my wishes fulfilled. And I tell you, miracles keep happening. From there, you maintain it for the rest of the day. You fall off, you get back on. The next day, you do it the same. You're going to keep going. It may have taken you 20, 30 years to get to where you are now. So what's the use in giving up after 3 months of this? Just try and do it for 6 months, a year, 18 months. See where you are. Just keep going. 18 months time. Where could you be? Just keep laying the foundations of it every day, becoming better every day, getting in the battlefield and battling away and making it happen. I promise you. Hey, listen, if someone said to you in 18 months' time, you're going to have the best job, the most wealth, the best health, the most loving relationship, the most joyful life you could ever wish for, would you say, well, I might as well commit then? Or would you give up? The few out of you there who are thinking of giving up, just keep going. Go that extra week longer, then decide. Go that extra week longer after that. Keep going. Trust me, once you get over the hill, you will start the flow. You will start the flow. And I wish this for all of you. So those of you who are struggling to change, I hope this video helped. Please remember, like, share and subscribe. Comment below. If you want to work with me personally, go to my website, michaelwatsoncoach.com. And remember, you can support the channel. The link is in the description. Any donations welcome to help me continue doing this wonderful work. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of you that have. Take care and lots of love to you all.